There had to be a death for me to come alive. So I called to a higher feminine energy to save me from myself, my weaknesses, my thoughts, and everything that represents a lower frequency. So all the things I knew and thought had to die for a now evolved self to finally come alive. My body has always been an issue. One would describe it as body dysmorphia. I wish I looked a certain way, not to fill a void, but instead to match what was on the inside. So I use this marker to represent what could have been there, so that I can feel like my whole, true, authentic self. A thinner waist has always been a thing in our society. Bigger boobs, thinner waist, less hair, less body hair. You cannot be bald to be a woman. A visible Adam's apple is what makes you a man. All these are things that I've been told, not by society, also by society, but most of all by people who I thought cared, and who I thought shared experiences with me. A flatter stomach to show that you are beautiful, which is messed up, but it's all the things that we think makes up a woman. Facial hair has been one of my biggest attributes to my body dysmorphia. It makes me feel less of a female because you don't see females with beards as profound as mine. You don't see a lot of women that are bald. So shaving for me is a huge part of my everyday life, which is so disheartening. But I've learned to accept and to love that each time I shave away one particle or one strand of hair, that is the removal of the thought of wanting to look a certain way, to feel like a woman. Being bold has always played a part in my journey as well. Wearing wigs somehow give you the woman assuming privilege of being safer outside instead of being seen as a queer alien or a weirdo. So wigs have become more of a protective guard or mechanism. It makes me just feel more feminine and more in touch with myself. As I look at this and just reminisce on a time when I used to be so insecure about being bold. To anyone watching this, you don't need to have hair on your head to be assumed as a woman. You are perfect with your bald head and with all your imperfections. Makeup has always been my armor. Being able to hide my beard and being able to deconstruct my face to be assumed as good enough to be a woman. Makeup has helped with that. Instead, I use makeup now to enhance the features that I have and to love and to accept the woman that I've grown to become. And me doing my makeup in the way that I do just helps me feel more and more gender euphoric. And right there, I was able to conceal a part of me that wants to come out. And makeup has helped me, and it has helped me being able to express or to show that I am a woman, which is very toxic and dangerous, but it has allowed me to feel safe within my femininity and in all aspects of my feminine fluid journey. Makeup has always been there. I feel so pretty and I feel so gender euphoric once again looking at myself. What I've learned is that all these things that have been my armor for so long is no longer what I desire to be seen as a woman by society. This is always a tough process, removing all of this, because I feel like it somehow takes off or takes away from that feeling of feeling at my most feminine. But I've learned to love my bald head, and I've learned to accept all my imperfections and embrace all the things that are seen as not woman enough. And a huge part for me is being able to wipe all of that away and just being able to erase this perception and way that I have taught myself that how women are supposed to look, and how society has played a part in that as well. And I just feel like I've wiped all of that away, of wanting to look a certain way, of needing to present myself in a certain way to be seen as good enough. And all of that is a complete lie. You are queer enough, you are trans enough, you are non-binary enough, you are lesbian enough, you are bisexual enough, you are asexual enough, you are pansexual enough, you are enough. And this is just to show you that you don't need to look a certain way to feel queer enough. It all matters on what's on the inside, and automatically that will radiate on the outside. You are perfect just the way you are, and the part of you that has died in order for this part of me to live has saved my life forever. And this was the boy who cried she.